Hi guys, Recovery Jim here. Been gardening this morning, been working, meeting tonight. Just wanted to quickly talk. Do I quickly talk? Talk about um, stuff. The whole. I see a lot of people. I hear a lot of people struggling with the idea of the 12 steps, the program, the fellowship, whether it be NA, CA, AA, or I suppose even, sorry about that, I suppose even, you know, gambling aholic, gambling anonymous, or sex addicts anonymous, or whatever it is. They all work on the 12-step principle, and they all believe in a higher power. Now, they use the word God. It's like, the way I see it is, they use the word God because it's a simple three-letter word that they kind of describe as your higher power. Now, a lot of people will use the man with the beard in the fluffy clouds as their higher power. That doesn't necessarily mean at all that the fellowship, the program, is a religious entity. It is not. They read that out as the preamble. It is not associated with any religion or creed or lifestyle or political agenda or anything. It is literally just a tool to get people sober. Now, a lot of people, and don't get me wrong, I see posts on Facebook and all that all the time, by the grace of God, I got sober. Now, a lot of people are religious and they will use that as, the aspect of it. For me, I'm not. I used to think it was a bit of a cult, and I was like, right, I'm not involved in this. But I think I've said before, I've always thought of myself as being quite a spiritual person. Now, for me, I don't know what happens when you die. Of course I don't. Nobody does. It could be just the big sleep, big darkness. What was it like before you were born? The same thing. But I do actually believe that, there is some kind of higher purpose, higher power, something a lot more complex than us as mere little mortals on a speck of dust, rotating another pretty bigger piece of dust in an infinite universe. So for me, it is the universe. That is my higher power. That is what creates us. We all came from stardust, in a nebula at the beginning of our sun's birth. That was the death of an old star. It kind of, the cloud vapor nebula all congregated, and we're all made from that. There is no disputing that. Now, what put that there, and what made those bits of cloud to come together at that one place, and then this little rock of carbon and other stuff to suddenly then have the building blocks to make life. I don't understand that. I don't know it, but I do know that there is something out there that is bigger and wiser and more complex than us. And so, whether or not that's driving me, it's the belief in that's driving me. I'm not saying that someone has decided to get me sober. I decided to get me sober, and I used the tools and the whatnot to make it happen. I learned from other people that have been in a similar boat from me. And one day hopefully I can help other people. But that's it. That's it, plain and simple. What you want to call your higher power, whether you want to call it a wicker chair, or a bit of gorse in the wild, or an old man that suddenly you helped cross the street and he said you're a good lad or a good lass. That might have been your turning point in thinking, do you know what, I'm not actually that bad a person. Maybe I do need to get sober. That could be that little moment that switches on in someone's head. It could be that you hadn't been creative for a long time, and then suddenly you found that, I don't know, you whittled something out of wood, or you made an amazing spaghetti bolognese and you thought, fuck, that's your little moment, that's your higher power working. It doesn't have to be a person or an entity. It just has to be something that you believe in, something that you made you believe in yourself again. And that's it. That's it, plain and simple. Now, you know, as I say, people, yeah, your old man in the clouds with your beard, or, you know, Allah, or you know, the Old Testament, or Christ, you know, Buddha, all of these different things. It's really just about you having belief in yourself and letting that higher power have the belief in yourself again. You know, I might be wrong. People might go, oh, bollocks, Jim, you're talking out your arse. But that's it for me. That's exactly how it is for me. The universe, you know, the stars, the planets. And when I say the universe, that includes nature and everything around me. You know, the people watching this, you're part of my universe. Everything is part of the universe. And that's what's guiding me. That's what's helping me. Because, do you know what? It's a fucking beautiful phenomenon to be here. We are lucky. You know, I don't want to get too into kind of Brian Cox territory here, but it's a fucking weird phenomenon that this planet was far enough away from the sun at a certain amount of time and had the right building blocks and all that to give us all life, you know. And a lot of people can go, you know, this is all bollocks. But you know what? I'm happy I'm sober, and I'm happy that I'm going to live the rest of my life sober. So I'm going to enjoy all this stuff. I'm going to show you where I am today. But I just thought I'd come on because a lot of people have asked me about my higher power and what I believe, and, you know, what my kind of thoughts are on all of that. And it's, you know, that's it, plain and simple. It's not a difficult thing to do. And that whole surrendering to that is just, yeah, surrender's a different thing. I spoke about that. It is a lot tougher. But once you understand what the whole higher power thing is for you, it's easy to get on board with a fellowship, because it's not, you're not forcing yourself to believe in something that you don't believe in. You know, if someone said to me the fellowship was about Jesus Christ and his Father and, you know, the Holy Ghost, I'd be like, that's not for me, man, you know. And that's why I think a lot of people get turned away from it, because, not get turned away, but turn themselves away from it because they think, oh, I'm not getting on board with that. Don't do it because you think it's religious, because it's not at all religious. It's all about yourself and having belief in yourself again, and making the right steps to get yourself back to, or to find who you really are. That's really all for me today. So the sun's actually come out. It's been a freezing bollock cold weekend, but the sun came out, so I thought I'll go over the mountain and show you a bit of the view. And as I was coming over the mountain, well, not the mountain, but the hills, there's a thing called Manannan's Cloak. Manannan is like an old god of the Isle of Man, and his cloak is the fog that comes over. So it's kind of cleared now a little bit because I've come down, but I don't know if you can see up there. Yeah, so Manannan's Cloak, he's dissipating a little bit, but I think you can see a bit of the sun. But I'll go down, you know, literally a mile back down to the coast, and it'll be sunny, hopefully. Got a meeting tonight. Hopefully a few of the newcomers will come back and you know, keep on going with what we're doing. So yeah, do the usual, like, subscribe, share, DM, comment, boom boom boom. 180 days today. Now Friday's 6 months, Friday coming 6 months, but 180 days, do you know what that's like? We do the first chip's 30, well, the first chip's a week, but then 30, then 60, then 90. So today's twice 90, 180. So yeah, I will be getting a chip tonight because it's this week. So yeah, tonight or this week. So yeah, love you all. Peace. Stay sober, stay strong, and stay supportive. Bye.